We had our own in-house system, which was purpose-built, but it had probably about 17 to 15 years old. And we had considered redoing the system, but it was obviously, it's the era of cloud and having a much nicer user interface. So we went down the route of a third party that we thought looked well and was user friendly to the end users. And we have quite a large user base within our trading department. So that kind of was the key. Can we do rebates? Not better, but more transparently. Our food service business was already on Enable, albeit it's a slightly different business, but we thought it had the capabilities to grow with us. Our 500 retailers are obviously what makes up the bulk of our business. It's the biggest part of our business, and we want to be able to get our data off quicker and pay those rebates as quickly as possible to our end retailers. And it also then gives us, I suppose, an edge in terms of our competitors on how quickly we can communicate those credits out and get them moving as fast as possible for their cash flow. The biggest thing with Enable on the supplier side is that you can recalculate any of the agreements at any time. If you've missed one, you can put it on. It is very user friendly. So even if, for instance, we have the ability to actually put those agreements on, track all of the transactions and calculate that and deduct it. So the trading department in particular have found it very easy to access, and it's quite in terms of we don't have to wait for the ERP to automatically run those for us. We can run them at any time we want. It's benefited us in terms of we're probably more in control. I think before, whenever the reports were running off, we essentially were waiting and it was happening to us rather than us controlling it. And the biggest part for us was actually being forced to review all of our agreements, which for me personally, this was the first time I'd ever done agreements. And I put the system in, and I actually find having to do every single granular detail from scratch, from one system to the other, has really furthered my personal understanding of rebates. And then our purchasing, yes, we are able to see, especially with the growth now coming into the end of the year, we're able to see where we can push our buying habits. I think I would recommend a rebate system for anybody who is looking to, as I say, really break down their rebates from scratch and start again and really question why we're doing things and then the way we were doing it. Enable's really opened our eyes to some of the things that we didn't know before we started this project.